How often do we see it with 1, 2, 4? When you overcommit to that treble 14, you drop into the 11.
Yes.
And concentrating too much on the treble can make it drift. So there's an argument for both, because especially that one there, you can stay in the same section of the board, but get the fundamentals right, get in the segment of the number. And Smith did it, and just the execution wasn't there. But in the blink of an eye, could be 3-0 down here, Michael Smith.
Well, that doesn't matter. He can afford to miss those ones. He was 2 for 2 in the first 2 legs with Michael Smith sat on easy finishes. And that is a perfect 180 for Michael Smith, but it may be absolutely worthless.
Fed up 180 that was.
It was, yeah.
That was brilliant from Michael Smith, but he could find himself 3 legs down here. And he is 3 legs down. This is good from Josh Rock.
We're expecting you to win stuff. And the fact that he's gone and won the match play and the European Championship since then, there are some quarters that will point to him and say, well, I don't actually think it's enough considering the level of talent and play that you've shown at times in your PDC. There is always going to be demands for more. And it is a difficult thing to deal with. And those demands will come no more strongly from the players themselves. Michael Smith is his own harshest critic.
He knows, and particularly the last one, as he's looking to make it 3 apiece. Yeah, this is how good Michael Smith can be.
Well, Brendan and Daryl Gurney.
Well, all Daryl, yeah. So Brendan, yeah.
It could be Brendan Dolan and Josh Rock in the not too distant, or it could be Daryl Gurney and Josh Rock. But you think Josh Rock is going to get there at some point?
Yeah. Whether he gets there with, he's going to have a good partner, isn't he?
Well, there may be at some point down the line a Josh Rock and Nathan Rafferty pairing, which looks an interesting one. Very talented young man.
94.
Not a bad little setup there for Josh Rock. But Smith, can he find the treble at 19? No, he can't.
Didn't do any favours that first start.
54.
And Rock have some breathing space again. Tops for 5-3. Good dart from Josh. He enjoyed that one. He knows it's a big dart. Josh Rock will now throw for a place in the last 16. It's been a good performance.
Expect Michael Smith to win loads because we think that much of it. And that's one of the reasons why. It's his second 180. He's not gone mad on them, but he is down to a finish first on the Rock throw. Oh, Josh Rock's going to be on a better one.
140. 164.
Michael Smith, though, he's not going to get the 164. Got to tee it up, though, because Rock will only get 1 dart at a double if he's going to take this out.
Doesn't even get that. But it's still a ton plus checkout required for Michael Smith. Took out a 108 earlier on in the match.
57.
Good game, though. Good temperament for Michael Smith as well, because he's been chasing the whole game. And I'll be disappointed if that's his last visit. Didn't even threaten the 106. And Josh Rock for a place in tomorrow's last 16. It's 17 for tops.
A little bit close to the treble there. Not close enough to the double. But that makes up for it. Josh Rock gets a first career win over Michael Smith. Well, I suppose he's going on the 18s because there was a 2 on the end of it, but... Okay.
That was the aforementioned Wesley Plaisier, by the way. He is lying in wait, so no doubt keeping a close eye on his potential, or one of his, or his next opponent, either way it goes. Kenny Nairns, loads of points on the floor, and he's made up for it there to some extent with a 180.
60.
Third holder throw. It's the 96 again. This time he gets the treble. Double 9. Yeah, very nice plum in the centre. 3 holds a throw. Kenny Nairns. Chance evaporates immediately, but 1 big treble. Oh, doesn't even do that. And it's another one of those scruffy visits from Nairns, and this one could be punished. Because 90 may only mean a dart at the bullseye.
Yes.
And that sets it up very nicely for Luke Humphries. Now Kenny double 15, don't miss inside.
60.
Well, it was not a bad guide, that first dart, actually, but didn't really make any use of it. Double 10 now for Humphries for the break of throw, and he squeezes that one in. And is that the game changer? Is that the turning point in this match?
Ooh. Yes. Yes, please, Luke Humphries. Back to back.
This is the place to do it. as we discussed yesterday.
58, Luke record 140.
Well, here we go. What a way to round off what has been a momentous week for Luke Humphries, but he strays into the treble one and he finds a 20 for good measure. The crowd boo in unison as the dream of the 9-darter extinguishes itself.
97, Luke record 100.
But it could still be an 11-dart holder throw that would open up a 4-2 lead. There's the treble 20 and there's tops. 4-2 it is. No 9-darter, but a 2-leg cushion. And Humphries, yeah, nice touch there from Nayans as well.
Go back to back again? No, is the answer. He does pick up one treble just to maintain Kenny Nayans at arm's length.
96.
Well, whatever the outcome of this match, I think Kenny Nayans can take a lot of credit from this, and I think he should use it in whatever way possible in terms of taking the next step, particularly with the stuff that he's doing on the Challenge Tour as well. We mentioned that title that he won on the Challenge Tour earlier this year. 48 here for Humphries, double 16, 5-3, another 11-dart holder throw, back-to-back for Luke Humphries. Maybe a 12-darter then.
Needs another treble to get to a finish himself, Kenny. He's got that. Can he make it another maximum? That is a fourth for Kenny Nayans. 180s all over the place tonight.
Yeah, doff of the cap there. Once again, 5 for Humphries, 4 for Nayans, who's played his part in what I think has been a really competitive match, but a match that should well end and could well end very soon in favour of Humphries, but you never know. Double 16.
78.
Well, that would have been for a holder throw. As it is, Nayans has to hope and pray now that Humphries can't find double 18. 14-darter incoming maybe on 9s, and there it is. Well, Luke Humphries was given a bit of a workout in the early stages of that one, but in the end he showed his class. Those two back-to-back 11-dart holder throw really proving quite telling.
Got the darts. You find a treble to leave the Shanghai. Good dart.
Yeah,
really good dart.
Excellent final dart from Galliano, leads himself to Shanghai.
Just got a glimpse of our referee Hugh and his mother's watching in the crowd. Taking in the arrows.
140.
Is that her?
120.
Well, you're more than welcome. And you've joined us for a good one. Oh! Side-on angle from Galliano. And that's got the crowd going. Yeah, ton 80 here to leave a flat ton. This could be an 11-darter incoming for Peter Wright on throw as well. And Galliano won't be able to live with that no matter what he throws.
Peter Wright. Yes, he's had a little wobble, but he's averaging close to 102 here, Peter.
Oh, that's it. I mean, you've got to apply the context, haven't you? And look at the bigger picture with Peter Wright, and it's not been plain sailing so far, but my word, you look at the numbers behind what he's doing.
60.
And again, that first dart was off. He didn't have to be aggressive with the second dart. Just had to chip it onto the green, really.
Galliano
81.
A little bit on that last dart, but didn't make a big difference. The 3-2, back-to-back legs for Peter Wright. Good dart. Playing well, Peter Wright here.
1 or 2 sleepless nights about that. About the chances that came and went and what might have been.
100.
Well, this is okay from Galliano, and let's not forget, we are still on throw here.
There's going to be a layup here, you'd expect. Might use 25 here.
55.
Easy can go to a double instead of a bull if you get a treble. Can Galliano get a 1-4-1? He can't. He's just got to be careful here now. Yeah, good recovery. Can he find another one?
Yeah.
Really good recovery.
Excellent play. I mean, that could make a big difference, actually, because Wright's looking at 1-1-6, and all of a sudden he's going to have to go for this, you feel?
Well, this would deflate the crowd now, wouldn't it?
Oh, he's got it. Tops.
The third consecutive leg. And there it is. And they tried their best to put him off, but Peter Wright with a big shot. Despite the darts not come back to Gibraltar, there's lots for Galliano to pursue.
Well, you say great. I mean, if he did get one, it might give him a problem that he could do without right now, because some might say he's a little bit too raw and a little bit too young to be embarking on a Pro Tour career, moving over to England perhaps. Although, I mean, he might go to European Q School, I don't know, but sooner or later we'd have to move somewhere. I don't think.
Yeah,
Anyway, tops here for Peter Wright for the match. for a 6-2 win, and he's got 2 darts in hand. He's got 1 dart at double 10. Galliano may well nick another one
46.
because he's looking at 117.
Need the treble in the combination. Will he get the treble 20? He'll be down for treble 19. Treble 19. Lucky. So Peter Wright gets more
57.
match darts, and it's been a
If you
professional
require
job
10.
from the world number one. He's just got to cap it off here.
Yeah, double 5 is the target now for the world champion, and Peter Wright has 1 European Tour title to his name this year, and he may well have another.
Been for a good couple of years, back winning titles again as well. Not huge hauls of titles by any means, but did manage to win on the Pro
59.
Tour last year. Johnny Clayton has picked up a title this year, did so on the World Series. Finished top of the Premier League, of course, which is a huge accolade in and of itself.
100. Johnny, you require
Johnny will be looking for another
122.
crack at it, and there's a strong end to the year. You'd feel he'd be in the equation. He'll be high up in the rankings anyway. Setting a stall out here. Brilliant leg from Johnny Clayton. This is a big moment. Clayton doesn't start in the 18. I'm glad he stopped that.
98.
He does like to start in the
Stevie, you
18.
require
I just,
110.
He's learning.
he is. He's learning on the job. Johnny Clayton. And this has all gone from the previous leg as well.
78.
Bunting from
Johnny
being really
requires
competitive here.
20.
Could go a couple of breaks down.
It doesn't feel like a 4-1 game, but that's exactly what we've got. Johnny Clayton making the most of his opportunities.
Not the European Tour stage. And don't ask me about winning in Gibraltar either. Dear me.
Have you had a little pilgrimage to the squash courts just to remember your experience
59.
there?
No.
Get a little picture, send it to John Park.
Not my finest hour. Paul Mumawamos turned me over. But we've come a long way since joke
127.
around. We used to have 2 boards, but now it's 1 board, focus, sell-out crowds, and the European Tour goes from strength to strength. Yes, we're not going back to Gibraltar, but
96.
it's still growing,
Johnny
isn't it, Dan?
require
And it's helping the
52.
development of players.
I believe it is, yes.
The transition to the big stage of an Ali Pali, Johnny Clayton, 5-1 in command. There was a little issue with Johnny Clayton's elbow last week in the Grand Prix,
140.
but he said it didn't. It was more just in the setup rather than the release. So he made no excuses for it, but
Yeah, there's been no sign of that in this game. I know he's not his best, but it's still a 94 average and 56% on doubles.
and it's the seeded player winning the game to get the prize money down. This is the round, isn't it? You feel really shortchanged if you lose in this round, don't you? As a seed, again. Don't say how do I know. Just, all right.
100.
I wouldn't dare.
Stephen, you
I've
require
had me quota for this match anyway.
167.
Nice setup from Johnny Clayton, and Stephen Bunting has to take out the second biggest checkout in the entire game if he's going to stay in this. And he might do it.
Lucky. Well thrown dart, but it's looking like Johnny Clayton
139.
is going to book his place in the next round against Joshua. 3 darts for victory here.
And he only needs the 2 of them. The ferret gets the job done. Stephen Bunting, brilliant yesterday, not at that level today. Oh dear, there's a lot of very disturbed people in this audience. Yeah, he'll have done some in the practice room today. That will be, and it won't be that much.
So when I say hours, that's maybe stretching it a bit.
Minutes.
I was thinking 2.
57.
Minutes.
Michael,
Minutes
you
at
require
best. Don't need to.
Just drawing on his reserves of beaten 30 odd years in the game.
But the thing is, this is very much old school Michael van Gerwen stuff here. He's left himself on 24,
96.
50,
Michael, you
and
require
now
40.
40 after 12 12 in the opening 3 legs. And it means that he's won those legs in 14, 14 and 13. He's averaging 110 here. If Humphries reaches the semi-finals, he will be guaranteed the #1 seeding position for the European Championship. So it is out of MVG's hands with him being in the other half of the draw. But that maximum from Steve Beaton just keeps MVG honest in this one. All of a sudden, the 114 looks a bit bigger.
Treble 18 finds it. Tops
94.
just under the wire.
Stevie require 108.
Wow, can he clear 288 points in 2 visits? The answer is no.
60. Michael, you require 20.
Yeah, enjoyed that one. MVG was just under a little bit of pressure there with Steve Beaton.
Just suggests that there could be a route back into this one for the bronze Adonis.
134.
3 times a winner here in the past, Michael van Gerwen, 2015 when he beat Terry Jenkins, 2016 when he beat Dave Chisnell in the final, and then 2 years later against Adrian Lewis.
137. 100.
Only 2 former champions in the field now after the defeat for Michael Smith at the hands of Josh Rock earlier. Gerwen Price is the other. Van Gerwen on the bullseye. Back in control and looking once again at 5-2.
Beaton's averaging a ton here.
He's not doing a lot wrong.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, he went for the switch, got the 9, trying to get the 19s out of the way. 5 perfect darts, but that was the extent of it.
The last time we saw Steve Beaton average 100 at the end of a game in a European tour, it was a victory over Rob Cross in Austria back in 2019. I mean, he might be averaging over a ton of this. He might lose it 6-2.
81.
Target of 90.
101.
Beaton looking at 101, now needs the 19s, finds it double 12 for 5-3. A 101 check out to go with the ton plus average at the moment, despite minutes of practice.
140.
He is still a class act, isn't he? You can see why he's got so many admirers, I was going to say.
Absolutely. Oh, treble 13. What a setup. It's another magnificent setup shot for mighty Michael van Gerwen. It might be another 10-dart leg here this weekend.
Well, I'm trying to decide if that was better than the 165. I suspect it was.
Yeah, I'd give that.
25.
To win it with a 10-darter.
Or maybe 12. Well, it might even be 13. That said, Beaton's had one sun plus checkout in the previous leg, but he won't find another one here. Needed the treble 17, couldn't find it, and now just has to hope and pray that MVG can't find double 2. But you suspect the game is almost up, and it is up now for Steve Beaton. Beaton has been beaten despite what the fans said. But look at that, an average of 102. He can consider himself slightly unfortunate to have come up against MVG, who is clearly in the mood tonight.
Well, no, he's probably going to win it, actually. Well, he has. He's got to win it, Menzo Suljovic. So that's
96.
why Ryan Meikle, Chris Dobie, Christoph Ratajski still hanging on to those last 3 spots. Wesley Pleiser, who's back tomorrow, he can force his way in. He's got to beat Luke Humphries. Richie Edhouse, who's coming up later on, can still force his way in. But Ryan Joyce, well down, or Ryan Joyce got to win it as well. So realistically, Pleiser is the main threat, isn't he? You'd say Ryan Meikle and Chris Dobie are likely to be safe.
Top safer price to level things up. This time his early one is finishing. Navigated it well and withstood a bit of late pressure in the end. 265 plays 2-4-1 here. Gerwen Price
60.
will fancy his chances of a breakthrough here, because that's just 60 from Suljovic, and 2 trebles here at least might prove telling.
81.
His uniform changes, doesn't he? Bit fickle, isn't he?
More costume changes than Elizabeth Taylor, that one.
And Price again is going to get a look on the Menzo Suljovic throw. It's a big ask, 160, but he's had a chance on both the legs that Menzo Suljovic has won. Maybe he's going to do it in style. He'll fancy this, tops. Just shuffling along. We haven't heard a roar from Gerwen Price. We're still not getting one, but that is clinical.
Yeah, Gerwen switching to the 19s. When Suljovic was on 265, he didn't. He stayed true to the 20s.
98.
Suljovic got in response here. He'd settle for a 10. He may go for 25 now. Oh, stays up there, aggressive.
You gotta win your required
Good
100%.
response from Suljovic here.
Bit of a gamble, but you know, it paid off.
99.
101.
Raise you require
Okay, it's a
81.
potential two-darter, but it's on the bull. But 81 is much more manageable for him. Treble 19 not found, so 62 remaining. Can't find the treble, so bullseye is the target. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's still a 3-dart finish from Mencio Suljovic. It's a 15-darter.
Quarter place in tomorrow's last 16, and that camera angle again. Wow, right on cue as well. Suljovic switching down the ball. Really good visit from Mencio Suljovic. Trying to stop this run of break to throw.
Could do with 5-19s, but he's gone back up because there was a bit of a blocker
Raise you
anyway.
require 126.
1-2-6. Suljovic the target for a 5-4 lead. Stays there. Gets the treble 19 for double 6.
114.
Well, Price just got a hit and hope. Suljovic could be going one away here. Thought he might have just gone for the 180 just to sort of bring the crowd in, try and just set Suljovic's rhythm. But this for 5-4 on a first hold since leg 4, and it is. And look at Suljovic. He knows how important that leg is. He's one away.
Just 45 scored there from Gerwen Price.
He may have 6 of this, Rob. He may not need 6. 57 for the ball. Back up, and he'll leave his favourite 28 if he hits. Brilliant for Mencio Suljovic.
Look at that.
And Gerwen Price has got to hit big, and he's not going to. He's on the brink of defeat here, Gerwen Price. Suljovic has been resilient. He's kept chipping away, and he's earned the right to have 3 match darts on his favourite double. And Price has just got to wait and hope. But over to you, Mencio Suljovic, for the place in the last 16.
Well, it's almost written in the stars, isn't it? Mencio Suljovic, after all this time, on double 14, and you know the rest. First time of asking, and that is a big, big moment for Mencio Suljovic, who exacts his revenge for that 8-0 defeat in the final in Gibraltar 12 months ago, and just look what it means.
$58.
Slow burner this game.
Yeah, yet to see either of them really ignite. But that's a good visit from Gabriel Clemens. Leaves him on a 2-darter to break the Vandenberg throw, unless this one's conjured up out of nothing. It's not going to happen. 3 legs into this, and Dimitri Vandenberg only has 1 2-treble visit.
He put in a real flat performance in Budapest, didn't he, where he was nowhere near his best. William O'Connor beat him. Does have the odd kind of shock of Dimitri Vandenberg, and he's not careful. Clemens will run away with this.
Now can he translate that to the big TV stages?
He's got a real nice throw.
100.
Yeah, the raw ingredients are there.
And he's looking at a double break here. This is really flat from Dimitri Vandenberg. He's in a lot of trouble, Dimitri, here. Coming down.
99.
Maybe an argument to go over to 17s more than a treble 19.
Yeah, 128's not a great checkout.
You're leaving 130 or just stay up there.
56.
Well, he does get a look at the 128. The problem with this is you get the treble first dart, you still got a problem to solve. You need another treble. So,
That's
can he put
inviting,
another?
though, isn't it?
Oh, hell about it. Hang about.
118.
Clemens in dreamland here. Averaging 87 to go 4-1 up with a double break against the number 14 seed Dimitri Vandenberg. He's 2 legs away, Gabriel Clemens, nowhere near his best.
He was in that top 16 for a good 3 years, I think it is. And then as soon as he dropped out and had to go to the qualifiers for the European Tour, what happened? Doesn't make it through because they're tough. And as a result, he might end up missing out on the European Championship entirely, as Clemens wants another in the 57, and now double 18. Magnificent checkout from the German number 1, who is strolling to a place in the final day. Something that just didn't happen for him at all, no matter how hard he tried.
A field of 32 for Dortmund.
Double 18 the choice.
95.
Not found. It was a brilliant weapon for him in the World Match Play. He was using it so reliably over the course of that tournament, Dimitri Vandenberg.
60. Dimitri
Different animal World
require
Match for
18.
Dimitri Vandenberg, isn't he? 3 years he's been playing in it. Winner, runner-up, and semi-finalist.
Yeah, and that semi-final was very nearly another final, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
No score.
They can be careless on doubles, Dimitri Vandenberg, and 1 from 11. And it could be his last darts here in Gibraltar, because this is for victory.
97.
We go on.
Dimitri require
Puzzling
18.
performance from Dimitri this, Dan.
Yeah. Very flat, very tired. No spark. Splits it.
I didn't expect him to hit that.
I don't think Dimitri did.
Gabriel
I
require
mean, why would he?
20.
He's had 13 darts to double in this match and he's only hit 1. And Gabriel Clemens takes him out with very little bother, and he shakes his head in disbelief, the German number 1, because he has dispatched the Belgian number 1.
I mean, he was his own worst critic at the end of that one as well, Luke Humphries. He described his performance as disgusting. And he was, he pulled no punches. He was bitterly disappointed with the way he played, and he knows that he got away with it. Maybe a room for improvement.
65.
Tidied it up a bit, and it
Richie
may have been one
required
dart at the
86.
bullseye here for Richie Edhouse. No, it's better than that.
2 darts at double 16. Well, almost double 8, but here we go, double 16 again. He's gone the other side. And okay, he's left himself double 9, but Cullen looking to step in and hoover up on double 16, and there is a second break of throw for Joe Cullen. And that's what I was trying to say in a roundabout way. I think he's become more certain with his finishing, something he may have touched upon himself. Talking of certain, there's a 180 for good measure as well. That table almost buckled under the weight there.
I don't think there's anything you can't do, Joe Cullen. We saw in the Premier League semi-finals, his 180 hitting can be astonishing. It was far too much for Johnny Clayton in the semi-finals there. His finishing has got him out of trouble a number of times this year. He's won titles even when he's not played that well. But he's just hit the right shot at the right time.
37.
He's got the lot, and when he puts it all together, he looks absolutely Rolls Royce.
Yeah, and I think Richie here is just falling into that trap of almost having his hand forced. He's trying a bit too hard at times just to try and be that little bit more aggressive, because he's going to have to come up with the responses as Joe Cullen has improved the scoring over the past, 2 or 3 legs or so. And once again, it's all a bit erratic from Richie Edhouse all of a sudden. It was a lot better in the early stages when he opened up that 2-1 lead. Now then, Joe, double 8. Once again, yeah, there you see, I mean, that double 16, double 8 combination.
Particularly after that time. Has to.
Either side will do, yeah.
Number 4 for Joe Cullen. A big power scoring coming to his aid and earning him another opportunity to close this match out.
100. Joey require 140.
Can afford to take the ton. Nice and high.
120.
A bit too high than he wanted, but he'll still get match darts unless this goes. Madhouse double 18. What a shot to save the match from Richie Edhouse.
Richie Edhouse.
Still has a lot of work to do here. Cullen down to a finish first, and it could be a very manageable one as well.
100.
Well, there are more opportunities coming for Joe Cullen. Maybe loads more.
91.
Richie Edhouse has already taken out 150. He's left 170. It's only going to be one more match start for Cullen. Double top the target. And double top is missed. And this would trump the last leg. And I didn't think that was going to happen.
If this goes... well, you'll never know what I was going to say.
100. Joey required 40.
Surely now this is the moment for Joe Cullen. Yes, it is. Joe Cullen will be a little bit relieved to have come through that one. Richie Edhouse was setting up the grandstand finish with that 150 checkout.